Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Anis Farhana binti Muhammad Fadal. Ikea is named after the initial founder Ingvar Kamprad Elmtrad, the farm on which he grew up, and Agunyat, the nearby village. Ingvar Kamprad's concept, like of the most entrepreneurs, began with a spark, along with them. In 1931, Ingvar Kamprad did things differently from the start. Instead of selling matches for pennies, he should have been working on his father's farm. Everyone, children included, should waste nothing, not even time. In the Swedish province of Småland, farming was not enough to survive. People had to be innovative, creative, strong, and stubborn to get by. Families were thrifty, and many became entrepreneurs to make ends meet. This was true for his family too. His father owned the largest country store in Almond. Before moving to the farm, Ingvar often spent whole days in the shop, playing and running errands. The future Ikea founder's first customer was his father's mother, but rather than doing farm chores, he focused on helping the family finances. Whether or not his small contributions made a difference, his family did the unconventional and supported their little match-selling entrepreneur. Good with numbers and quick learner, Ingvar realized he might be able to sell more things. To reach as many customers as possible, he rode his mother's bicycle to farms to sell more goods. Farmers who didn't have fishing rod needed fish. When angling for fish did not bring a big catch, Ingvar persuaded his father to buy nets for greater yield. He sold the fish he caught, shared the profits with his father, and put his earning in a cigar box. Despite the cheaper cost, matches were not great business, so he stopped selling them and saved his profit to invest later. He enlisted his aunt in Stockholm to buy big, less expensive cartons and send them to him. Then Ingvar split the matches into smaller packages and resold them. Ever the entrepreneur, he kept a stock of pens, watches, wallets, and belts under his bed. But the 17-year-old Ikea founder did not sell furniture yet. Ikea founder Ingvar realized success depended on simplest, most cost-efficient distribution of goods from factory to customer. He saw that this meant direct import and mail order, mainly of watches and pens, did not have a future, so he decided to invest in something else. Furniture would be the something else, offered as a sensible experiment. When furniture debuted in 1948 brochure, Ingvar offered more if customers show reasonable interest. Ingvar Kamprad's vision for Ikea was to create a better everyday life for the many. There are anyone like Ingvar and other frugal, practical Smaladians who value products and low prices and high quality things made from being smart with resources and never tolerating waste. The Ikea founder refined this into the company vision to create a better everyday life for the many people. With humble roots, useful and affordable matches, and the desire to help his family, he will eventually change millions of lives worldwide with home furnishing. Ikea has a unique organizational structure. Specifically, around the globe, a large number of companies operate under the Ikea trademarks. All Ikea franchises are independent of Inter-Ikea Group. A large group of franchises are owned and operated by Inca Group. Inter-Ikea Group and Inca Group have the same founder and a common history and heritage, but have operated under different owners and management since the 1980s. Inter-Ikea System BV is the furniture retailer's franchisor worldwide. This unit also deals with franchise agreements with 12 franchises in more than 50 markets. Figure 2 overview of the Ikea franchise system. Specifically, Ikea Group sold key subsidiaries for Euro 5.2 billion to increase the flexibility of the business to be able to adapt to changes in the external global marketplace. Ikea management considers this change to be much needed as new low-margin market entrants and online players like Amazon.com are making life harder for everyone in retail. Generally, IKEA organizational structure can be classified as hierarchical, reflecting massive size of the business that integrates 422 IKEA stores in more than 50 markets. We move to the vision to create better everyday life for the many people. Further consideration reveals that IKEA's business concept and business approach are consistent with this goal statement. This is demonstrated in the fact that the entity's business idea supports this aim by offering a varied choice of useful and well-designed home furnishing items at reasonable rates, ensuring that it is easily accessible and affordable for everyone. For the mission, IKEA does not have a defined mission statement. However, because this sentence relates their vision to their commercial goals, it is reasonable to infer it is IKEA's mission statement. Our business idea supports this vision by offering a wide range of well-designed, functional home furnishing products at prices so low that as many people as possible will be to afford them. An organization mission statement is built and constructed on the foundation of its vision and core values that have been defined for an organization, indicating the course of action and strategy to be executed by the entity for accomplishing the prescribed goal throughout time. For the IKEA's values, IKEA believes that every individual has something significant to give, and they seek to operate with the same belief. First is unity. The IKEA culture is based on collaboration. When they trust one another, pull in the same direction, and have fun together, they are strong. Second is concern for the people and environment. They aspire to be a good force for change. They have the potential to have a large and long-lasting influence, both now and in the future. The third is constituencies. A beautiful and practical house should be affordable to as many people as possible. They are continually challenging themselves and others to create more from less while maintaining quality. The fourth is minimalism. Their Summerland background includes a basic, direct and down-to-earth manner of life. It is all about being oneself and keeping grounded in reality. They are casual and pragmatic and consider bureaucracy as their greatest adversary. Next is renew and enhance. They are always seeking for new and better methods to move forward. Whatever they are doing today, they will be able to do better tomorrow. Finding answer to seemingly difficult problems is an important component of their success and a source of motivation to go on to the next challenge. Next is meaningful distinction. IKEA is not like other businesses, and they do not wish to be. They like questioning current answers, thinking outside the box, experimenting, and daring to make errors, all for a good purpose. Furthermore, give and accept accountability. They believe in giving people authority. Giving and accepting responsibility are both methods for people to grow and develop as individuals. Everyone is inspired to contribute to growth when people trust each other and are optimistic and forward-thinking. Last but not least, set a good example. They regard leadership as an activity rather than a position. They prioritize people's ideals over ability and expertise. People who walk the walk and set a good example. It is about being their best selves and bring out the best in one another.
Assalamualaikum. Hello, my name is Sharifah Nu'atika Yasmin binti Said Iskandar, and I'm going to present about components of employee compensation. Firstly, what is compensation? And what is the components of compensation? Compensation is a systematic approach to providing a monetary value to the employees in exchange for the work they perform. The components are deemed like a compensation for the employees. Example on what the components of compensation is salary and wages, bonuses, and federal and state pay requirements. Talking about compensation, employees must also know about the benefits. What are the benefits that the employees could get? For example, of benefits that employees could get is the long-term initiatives, health insurance, life or disability insurance, retirement plan, and other more compensation that the company could give. Now, let's go on to the compensation components that have in Ikea. One of the compensation components in Ikea is the base wages of Ikea employees. There are differences in the ranges of the base salary of the employees. The male and female have different ranges of salary between each other. For the male employees, the range of salary that employees get per year is 26,000 ringgit until 155,000 ringgit. Meanwhile, for the female, the salary per year that they get is 28,000 ringgit until 121,000 ringgit. Each of the employees, if they do a very good job, they will get bonuses up to 5,000 ringgit per year. From what we researched, we could see that there are more compensation components that Ikea have to offer for the employees. What we've discovered is they give benefits for their employees. The benefits that they offer are Ikea discounts. Employees in Ikea are treated as like the most valued customer. They are entitled to get like 50% discounts on any home furnishing or food that are sold in the outlets in Ikea. They are also entitled this at their first day of working until in retirement. Other than that, the benefits they get is maternity and paternity leaves. Ikea gives maternity leaves to mothers of 4 consecutive months, especially to new mothers, while fathers will receive 4 weeks of paid time off after the baby is born to help share the joy and responsibility as a family at home. Other than that, Ikea also give gifts. They all give gifts in special occasions. They give gifts to their employees like seasonal celebrations, birthday, marriages, or so on. The employees will be awarded loyalty through their long service awards. Other than that, Ikea also provide a better working environment. The work environment that Ikea provide is comfortable for the employees, and it is decorated with Ikea furniture to inspire the employees and also create a relaxed area and open atmosphere for them to work in. Lastly is initiative plans. All employees may earn an annual financial rewards when Ikea meet their shared business objectives.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Safiza Binti Hamdan, and now I will explain about the pay level and pay mix that Ikea use. First, I will explain the pay level. So what is the meaning of pay level? So pay level is defined as a typical range of rates paid by the employer to employees. In business world, every organization need to set their own salary range to be paid to the employees in return of their services. However, before the organization set its salary, they need to determine whether they want to use to lead, to lag, or to match policy. Each of these policy will affect each organization differently. If the organization decides to use to lead policy or pay salary higher than its competitor, it will affect its labor cost. The labor cost will increase as the payment increase. However, the company also can benefit from it, in which the employer can attract more people to work with them and able to retain existing employees. On the other hand, employers that choose to use pay level policy, or often known as paying below the market, and become the follower, might be because of they cannot afford to pay higher salary. Before selecting the pay level, the company need to consider its financial performance and other factors. This company may offer more in terms of non-monetary benefits in order to retain its employees and reduce turnover. However, it still can affect employees' job satisfaction as they may prefer high salary. As for companies who use a matched pay level policy or paying equally to its competitors, are able to ensure its wages remain competitive or comparable to its competitors. The company also need to review their job position and make a comparison with its competitors' similar position from time to time. By using this policy, it allows employer to attract more job applicants, especially when the company offers benefits and salaries that the applicants values. Out of all these three policies, Ikea has adopted pay with competition policies, which means Ikea set their pay level same or equal to its competitors. Ikea is paying their employees for each job as what its competitors paid for similar job and might as well slightly higher than them. For example, when Walmart raised their employees' minimum wage, Ikea also not left behind in changing the amount of minimum wage for its employees. The benefit that Ikea will get from using this policy is they can gain more applicants' attentions to work at Ikea, especially when the salary they set is higher than other competitors. Secondly, Ikea's existing employees will stay loyal with the company as the payment increase. Also, it helps to increase their job satisfaction, which in turn will help to boost their motivations to work effectively. Well-satisfied employee can help to improve Ikea's performance as employees play an important role in ensuring the growth of the company. However, the company who use this policy is likely to have poor organizational culture or provide less other source of motivation. Ikea may need to emphasize on other tools of motivations for its employees in order to make sure employees stay with the company. For example, they need to continuously provide more training, increase incentive pays, and social activities. With this, Ikea's employees will become motivated to improve their performance. Next, I will explain about the pay mix and its strategy that Ikea used. Pay mix is defined as the percentage of fixed and variable pay in the compensation plan. It is also referred to how much should be given to fixed pay and how much should be given to variable pay. The ratios that will be given to each of these pay and incentive are depends on the nature of work and the culture of the organization. There are several of pay mix strategy which are performance-driven, market match, work-life balance, and security. A performance-driven policy focuses on performance remuneration, while the market match policy prioritizes a competitive fixed pay. And work-life balance policy is used by the employer who provide benefits to employees that above the pay. As for Ikea, market match strategy is used by this company for its pay mix strategy, whereby it follows the pay mix that its competitors are paying. As explained before, Ikea has given its employees several forms of compensation, such as base pay, bonuses, and benefits. Maternity and paternity leave, employees discount, gift, a good working environment, and incentive plan are among the benefits and rewards that IKEA provide for its workers. IKEA needs to decide how much percentage goes to each of base pay and incentive. This is because it will affect the employees' motivations to work and might as well affect the way the job seekers view the organization. For example, if its competitors such as Walmart offer 70% of base salary and 30% of incentive, to job seekers for sales advisor entry-level position, while IKEA offers only 60% of base pay and 40% of incentive to the same position that applicants seek for, the applicants may choose Walmart instead of IKEA. You must be wondering why the applicants made this decision. It is because Walmart offers a greater financial safety, which is 70% versus 60%. If so, IKEA would lose the competitions of hiring top talents. Therefore, a proper pay mix strategy needs to be constructed in order to attract potential job seekers. A well-designed pay level and pay mix allow employers to attract job applicants and be the better choice than their competitors. Also, it helps to retain top talent so that the organization can avoid from recruiting other applicants, as it would incur a lot of costs. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
For the application, IKEA compensate their staff using pay grading. They conduct studies using base pay data, since base pay indicates the basic work of the task rather than the degree of performance of their personnel. Because persons seeking for jobs range in terms of quality, such as talents, abilities, and experience. There are also disparities in the mix of remuneration from competitors. In summary, it demonstrates that IKEA has rich and distinctive culture, incentives, and motivation management pillars that were developed to achieve and retain extra success and improve performance while still caring for people and the earth. And that's all from our group, and thank you.